This is for Capricorn, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Sun, Moon, and specifically rising, as this new moon in Pisces will be in your third house of communication. So, with that being said, new moons is about setting new goals, new intentions, and planting new seeds. A new moon in Pisces is actually an initiation into a new beginning, but also a complete closure of an old chapter and cycle of life. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. So it's quite literally the ending of a cycle that we started back in Aries last year. This is the ending of the year of the wood snake. Okay. So we've shedded everything off in most of our material worlds. We've shedded off a lot of things. And this is the final dissolution of removing ourselves from this old cycle and position ourselves into this new cycle. So I've said it time and time again, as we are exiting the year of the wood snake, we will be entering the year of the fire horse. And I told y'all, y'all better get in alignment. Y'all better get y'all stuff strapped tight, because if you're still hanging on to things that are no longer sustainable and eligible, qualified to come into this new season, this new chapter, this new cycle with you, you still holding on to it, baby, you will be dragged, you will be trampled, and you will get stomped on. Okay, so you better rein it in real tight right now. We only got a couple more days before we enter Aries season, and we will officially be in the year of the fire horse. It's gonna go fast. There's going to be a lot of momentum and drive and the need to take action all the time. So allow this time to actually rest, okay? Allow this time to actually surrender to the process, surrender to whatever is dissolving around you, because it just lacks the sustainability to move forward with you. And also accepting whatever is reemerging and resurfacing for you, and allow it to teach you just how far you have actually come. Because while it may not be something that, have that you can necessarily bring into this new chapter, it is something that has developed you into this point. So just show some appreciation for that as well. Okay, this isn't the time to take action or reaction to anything. This is actually the time to sit back, be receptive, and observative about the energies that are coming and going right now. That's what Pisces season is for us all as a collective as we enter this new season, because we already did a lot of the work. Here comes my Capricorn. I hope I was able to go over everything in regards to this new moon for you, Capricorn. I probably didn't, but just to recap, I want to just say this popping up in your third house of communication. New moons are about setting new intentions, new goals, and planting new seeds in general. Pisces season is an initiation to a new beginning, but also a closure of an old cycle. So this is asking you to surrender to what may dissolve around how you communicate things, or just people who are in close proximity to you, and how you gain and acquire knowledge from those types of people, and how you share that knowledge as well. So certain things may dissolve in how your mindset may and perspective may change in regards to that. And also things may reemerge or resurface in conversation or things like that isn't meant to get some type of reaction or meant to initiate some type of action from you, but just put it over there. Then put it away. If you don't want it, put it away. It's easy as that. If it's not working for you, let it go. There you go. Go drink your tea. So, again, this new moon in Pisces is asking you to surrender and accept anything that is dissolving away from you, and kind of take note, take inventory of, and just be a little bit more observative of things that are re-emerging and resurfacing for you in the field of communication and conversation with the people in proximity of you. Okay. All right. I'm going to leave that there. I really hope that I was able to make some sense of it, but as you can see, we're going to have some interruptions going on here, okay? But no doubt at all, we'll work our way through. We will overcome. So let's just see what comes out for you, Capricorn. Let's see what comes out for you. You may be conversing a little bit differently or a little bit more. We do have Mercury, the planet of communication, intellect, logic, technology, transportation, that is running amok in retrograde 2222, the number of alignments. This the angel number of alignment I just saw. But Mercury is running is retrograde in Pisces in this third house for you, and that's already our collective sense of communication and information and intellect and stuff like that. So this being here is also pretty much possibly affecting your mental processing and things like that, and we've talked about that before when I went over it during the full moon in Virgo for you. So just take a look at that video to see how that started playing out for you. But otherwise, now this is the time. I remember saying during that Virgo full moon, because it was in the midst of an eclipse, you shouldn't have been trying to manifest during that energy, because that energy was too unstable to try starting something new at that time. But now is the time. We are fresh, clean, and clear out of that eclipse. We still have that Mercury trickster energy running around us, but as long as we are able to gain a little bit of clarity, we can be able to navigate through that. So just stay clear of that, as that's all happening in your third house. Okay, so Capricorn, let's see what comes out. Oh, 3 cards. 4. Jeez. Whatever. 4 cards. We have Transmute and Nature Spirits, or Nature Spirits and Transmute. I just noticed that they're so green cards. These came out in the upside down, in the reverse. I'm gonna just let you know. Whoa, and it's fire and air. So fire signs, air signs. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Both in the reverse. I'm going to take note of that. So there's something, nature is calling you back to your element as an earth sign. And that's why I was really intrigued by this color green, because it's such an earthly color. As I'm speaking to Capricorns, the last sign of the earth element. And so that green just really popped out for me. But we got Nature Spirits, Transmute, Fire, and Air. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have Transformation. So there's some change coming in, especially with this transmutation energy. You're transmuting energy to change the dynamic of it into something else. So we got the numbers 19, 39, 44, 27, and 28. Again, taking note that these 2 cards, the fire and air, were in reverse. So there's a lack of ambition, action, drive, and possibly air is about communication, ideas, and intellect. Fire is about creativity, light, and passion. But however you take it, okay, let's see what comes up. Nature spirits, again, feeling like you need to connect with your elements, ground yourself within your element, and see what signs and synchronicities will come from you, or will come from that. Okay. And transmute, so the ability to alchemize energy. Interesting. And transformation, change, death, and rebirth. You will not come out of this the same that you went in. That goes for how you transmuting energy as well. Whatever energy that has come in, you have alchemized it to become something else. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the nature spirits. We have 9 of Wands in the reverse and the Page of Wands in the reverse. Just give me a minute, baby. What do you need?
I went.
You want to lay down? Come on, baby. We have 9 of Wands in the reverse and Page of Wands in the reverse. You're giving up on something that you fought long and hard for. You're finally deciding to just give up on it. You have been very persistent and resilient in your strength on keeping up. I'm hearing keeping up with the Joneses and stuff like that, but ultimately just keeping up and trying to triumph through all the lessons. You're deciding to give up. You're deciding to give up on whatever that it is that you have been putting a fight forward to. It's even a slight feeling of defeat, but ultimately surrender. Okay? With this is in Pisces season. We have Page of Wands here in the reverse, which means although you have given up on the fight here, there's an unwillingness to start something new, an unwillingness in participating in new activities or going in new directions, initiating new things and stuff like that. And it may have to be due with the fact that you never tried these newer things before because you've been so persistent on fighting for something before. That of course you gain more experience in within the lesson. And I actually feel like you've been unsettled, uprooted or something like that. Like literally uprooted. Like this is a tree or a nature spirit or whatever. It looks like it's more of a tree. Something with roots here. And I feel like you've gotten uprooted. And now there's an urge or a push to try new things, but you lack that sense of inspiration. I can't believe how late I got into this reading and I haven't even gotten far enough yet. Just because of all these interruptions and distractions and stuff like that. It's kind of annoying. But at the bottom of the deck, we have 6 of Cups. Something here has you like clinging to the past, clinging to old memories and experiences and things like that from the past. And it's not allowing you to move forward with new insights. So let's get some clarification. I'm overly annoyed about how much time has been spent here and I haven't even made it to where I'm usually supposed to. I'm actually like so quite annoyed and a little overstimulated because I got him sucking on this bottle and it's making noise. Just all. I also want him to be still and be quiet, so I have to like pick my poison right now. And, you know, it makes me feel, I'm speaking to Capricorns about communication and stuff like that, and how some things may come out or be portrayed differently just because of how it comes out. So there's a need to transmute that energy. We'll get to it. Let's look at this nature spirit here. You've given up on the fight. Queen of Pentacles, you're taking care of things. You're taking care of yourself, you're taking care of things, taking care of others, providing nutrients, providing your time, energy, and resources into other things, but including you to be able to continue to build something worth value. And it's as you continue to focus and take care of yourself and the people who take care of you, things will work in your favor. So whatever you gave up on within yourself, it could be possibly even a fight against yourself. Like you continually to fight against yourself, something that you believe in or something. Anyway, that Nine of Wands turned into a Nine of Pentacles. So instead of expending all that energy outward and into fighting for whatever it is that you were standing against and learning all these lessons and stuff like that, you were able to turn those lessons into some type of blessings here, I suppose. Nine of Pentacles is about independent wealth and security. So you are able to use it to build you back up, to secure yourself. You were able to use all of that energy to secure yourself by stepping back into your element. Pentacles is an earthly element. You're back in your element. You may have been operating out of your energy, operating out of your ego or something like that, but now you're operating right back into your element, and it's working well for you. It's working good for you. So yeah, connect back with your element here. Three of Pentacles in a reverse. I feel like you're gonna be able to exactly pinpoint who and what is not working for you going forward. And I think as long as you know that you got yourself, you know you have certain standards that you are gonna withhold up to other people that you wanna um continue to be productive with. The people that you want to participate, or you want people participating in you or with you, excuse me, to be productive and to actually have something going for them and stuff like that, instead of just taking credit for all of your work. Okay, transmute. I feel like you're turning your pain into pleasure, but it's actually whatever pleasure that you have transmuted into is kind of low frequency. A low frequency energy with the Queen of Wands here in reverse. It's a pick me energy. It's an energy that's chasing validation instead of sitting in their essence and radiance. Queen of Wands is a very attractive energy. She attracts in all the things that she wants and desires to create in life. But in the reverse, again, chasing she's chasing her desires instead of allowing it to instead of being receptive to it. As a queen of wands, You're receptive to energy. No matter if you're masculine or feminine presenting here watching, you have masculine and feminine energy within you. And it seems like the feminine energy here is in balance because it's seeking external validation from whatever this pain is turning the pain into external pleasure. When the Queen of Wands can give all that to herself, she is a sensual being in herself, so she can use that creative energy to create her life instead of giving it out, giving it away. Okay, and so in the reverse, she's more of that the type of to just she's just giving it out. Okay, she's just giving it out. She's being pick me, pick me. I want to be chosen instead of being the chosen one and sitting in that space of empowerment.
Mama.
Five of Swords is about mental conflict. It can be about arguments. It can be confrontational, like discussions and stuff like that. Ultimately, you may have gotten the last word out of things, but it's a lose-lose situation because there's no resolve. There's no resolve in the conflict of the conversation. So transmuting this energy in this type of way, of course, turn your pain into some type of pleasure, turn your pain into some type of play, right? But make sure it's coming from a higher frequency with intention.
You okay?
Eight of Wands, there's a need to focus. There's a need to focus this energy into a better direction. Right now, you're completely hopeless. Right now, you're not moving at all. You're pretty stagnant in how you're moving towards building something. Even possibly in how you're transmuting this energy. You're at a standstill. We have the High Priestess here in the reverse. All these cards came out. We have the High Priestess here in reverse, the Temperance card here in the reverse, but the Universe is here, and we have an Ace of Pentacles. So you may have an opportunity when it comes to like celebrating or dealing with friends and stuff like that to focus all of this energy into a better direction, into people that actually are there to emotionally support you. And so you have a new opportunity to start with them as long as you're able to focus. And you need to connect with your inner knowing, your inner guidance, and your inner seeds of faith as well. Because it seems like you get too easily tempted and you ignore your intuition about things. And then it causes you to try to force outcomes, try to force things because you have a lack of patience and a lack of self control. When really this is about accepting yourself and trusting the process and trusting yourself and allowing things to unfold when it's supposed to for you. Divine timing. Nothing will miss you, and it also will never come to you if Mama. So you need to get yourself into a position that you are ready to accept what is meant for you. The universe here is
Did you mean movie?
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm talking. The universe here is about a completion of a cycle. A completion of a cycle here. So a cycle wants to complete here, and especially after a painful beginning, or excuse me, a painful ending like this, where there's betrayal and backstabbing energy here, but ultimately a sudden disruption and ending that causes things to be like coming stripped away from you. There's like there's some type of completion, like completing some type of cycle, and you need to just kind of allow that to happen, allow the pieces to fall into place, and connect with your higher self so that you don't feel confused and uncertain of what's going on and unfolding ahead of you. The Sun card is about joy and happiness, bliss and play, connecting to that inner child to do what makes you happy, celebrating and planting new seeds. The Eight of Pentacles is a new seed that can be planted right now, as long as you have the focus and the intention to place your energy there. And it's not the drop there. So let's keep moving forward. Let's look at this fire energy. Fire and air actually came out together. And I've shuffled that deck a million times, but there's really one after another. I've shuffled this deck plenty of times, so it's actually kind of surprising to me that fire and air came out one after each other, and they're numbered right after each other, 27 and 28. But ultimately, fire is about creativity, it's about action, it's about drive, that fire within you. Okay, so let's talk about it. Six of Pentacles and the High Priestess. So, there than any knowing, you do listen to your intuition in regards to what is reciprocal to you. The equal give and take, that process between you and other people. You are high, I don't know if you're high alert, but you have a high discernment on who, where, and when you give that energy out to. You're pretty generous with your energy, with your time, with your energy and effort or resources, excuse me. And yeah, it just seems like we're looking for that resource. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Because it seemed like there's like some type of dysfunction, possibly within the household or financial, financial struggles. But ultimately, yeah, there's a lack of structure, a lack of stability, a lack of security. And the Ten of Pentacles is usually about stability. And that is like Capricorn rules over as they rule over legacy, with the legacy card. So let's talk about it. He is the type of baby, I don't know if you see him touching my arm. He's the type of baby that he's playing around, but the moment he's sleepy and wants to go to bed, he has to be touching you in some way, shape, or form. So let's get some clarity on this. You just want reciprocal energy, people who can meet you where you are. There's too many cards here. I'm gonna put it back in your shuffle. And I feel like once you tap into your higher self, you'll be able to find that tribe that will be able to bring in that reciprocal energy. Four of Wands in the reverse. Nine of Cups. Four Wands in the reverse. Four Wands is about a milestone. It's about reaching some type of goal and bringing people together. It typically talks about partnerships, unions, even marriage, being able to celebrate together and bringing in or building an energetic foundation that allows us to bring people together, right? So in the reverse, there's an instability within that energetic foundation. So it could possibly even be talking about you not celebrating the small wins, the small successes in life, or you not supporting that together with someone else, or celebrating that together with other people and stuff like that. There's some type of energetic disharmony. But the Nine of Cups is about emotional fulfillment, like self fulfillment, self satisfaction. It's a it's a wish fulfillment coming true for you because you have succeeded and achieved all these things for yourself. So there's that self satisfaction and fulfillment. So you have the ability to fulfill yourself emotionally. But when it comes to you sharing that with other people, there's a disconnect. And Five of Swords is popping up in the reverse. There may be a need to forgive or just to completely close the chapter of something here in regards to possibly a conversation that went awry that may have got a little harsh. There's a sense or a need to forgive someone, compromise, or just close out the chapter. The Emperor card here in the reverse, someone feels defeated. Someone feels defeated. Or they feel like they lost control of something here. They feel like they can't move forward. But there's a willingness, there's a wanting to move forward. There's a wanting, like you may experience some type of inspiration out of this somehow, some way to move forward. I'm gonna just keep on moving into the air because I feel like they kind of play together. They kind of play together. I feel like they play on one another. Some type of fire and air energy around you. So let's see what they have to say. Some type of emotional message or offering, invitation, like someone's inviting you to be more emotionally available or allowing you to see them in a different light or something like that. And I feel like you are choosing to just like kind of look away from it. Ultimately, you are blocking out something right now. Like you're trying not to make a decision. You're choosing to stay in a period of indecision. Maybe you have to choose between something here, and you're just choosing not to even acknowledge it at all. Whatever is coming in here, this emotional offering, like it's an invitation to like participate in um, this type of emotional depth and consistency. And you're choosing to just kind of blind yourself from it and stay down. The sun card at the bottom of the deck. It has something to do with making yourself happy feeling some type of happiness. Connecting with the inner child once again, and doing what makes you happy here. Let's see. Whoa. The Hierophant and the Beelzebub. You have a lot of major arcana cards. 2 priestesses. And we've seen plenty of others as well. The Hierophant, the Beelzebub. The Hierophant is here to teach you about your own personal values. And how to possess a certain type of commitment in a sense of security and comfort within self. I'm almost ready. Where is my mic? Have I been talking this whole time and not been my bad, Baba? That's not good. How annoying. I don't know my mic. It's right here. I really hope I really hope you were able to hear me, Capricorn. This mic is pretty sensitive. It's pretty sensitive to voices and stuff like that. So I'm just hoping that y'all got all of that, cause ain't no way I'm gonna try to re-say all of this. And we have the Hermit card at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so there's a lot of major shifts happening, and you may not see it on the 3D realm just yet, but there's a lot of major shifts happening in the 5D here. Again, the lessons and the teachings about value and self-worth is here popping up for you. And then the Elvo, this is actually your power card, Capricorn. So I don't actually typically mind seeing it in the upright, because I feel like you are activating from your power, but just be careful not to be operating out of the lower frequency of your power, the frequency of trying to dominate and control things, and just restricting things to not allow them to evolve and grow, and not allow conscious efforts and decisions to be made here. Okay, that's pretty much your lesson on how to not even restrict yourself as a Capricorn. Sometimes you restrict yourself by placing yourself in a box that you feel like is only going to be, that you're only able to operate from, when you mean so much more than that. You are more than just another rule, just another boundary, just another disciplinary action. Okay, you are more than that. And if you want to operate in the higher frequency of your card of the Elvo, it's about discipline and structure, following your own rules, but don't let it limit you, because rules can change over time. So don't let it restrict you and keep you in a lower frequency. Choose to evolve. Choose to remain conscious in the decisions that you're making, and don't allow other things just drag you down into that lower frequency. It's about making more conscious decisions in regards to your discipline and structure. Okay, the Hermit card in the reverse here, there's a feeling of loneliness or even isolation, but that's not needed at all. The Hermit card does thrive in solitude. The Hermit thrives in solitude. It's a fellow earth sign, and so is the Hierophant. This is Taurus energy, this is Virgo energy, and this is Capricorn energy. They all came out, the elements of earth here. Funny enough, it came out under the under the air, the fire and air cards. But anyway, it's touching base back into your elements, Capricorn, and being able to use your inner guidance and wisdom to move forward as you go through the experiences of life. Don't allow the experiences of life isolate you from the world. Allow it to connect you to the world, because you know that it's coming from you, from your own sense of wisdom and direction. Use that light to light up your path. You may not be able to see 4, 5, 6 steps ahead of you. The Hangman in reverse, all this major energy here, and it's just asking you to just ever so slightly shift your perspective. Put your feet in another person's shoe for a moment, and give yourself a different outlook on life. This isn't happening to you, it's happening for you, and you need to figure out what those lessons are meant for you here. Okay, I am going to actually end that there for you, Capricorn. This has ran off far too much longer than I wanted it to, but it was due to a lot of distraction and interruption. Okay, but if this reading has resonated for you, or you would like to dig deeper, please do not hesitate in reaching out to me at Libra Baby Doll. But I'm just going to pull a few more cards to get a few more insights, and then that will be the end of the reading for you, Capricorn. Again, this is a period of transformation for you. You may be transforming your outlook on life, or just how you or the information that you have gained or shared has eventually changed your perspective on things. And so you're not exiting this how you entered it at all. There has been a lot of change and transformation in the way that you have been moving through this energy. Okay, we have a lot of cards. We have moving, change of residence, moving in with your partner or moving in with someone else, relocating. Commitment, things are getting serious. Commitment, date nights, get ready to be wined and dine. This came out in the reverse, but how I saw it, divorce, experiencing a breakup. Maybe that is a separation or breakup within you and your relationships, or you may be actually experiencing somebody else's breakup, however that means for you. Funny enough how it falls under this, it says commitment and then divorce. I don't know. Move on. Someone is unavailable, a waste of time, it's over, move on. Spy, someone's got their eye on you, or you're doing your own research. Either way, it's just observation. The answer is no. If you have a yes or no question on your mind, the answer is no, it's not the right time. Vacation or vacation, you will be traveling soon, probably to your bae, with your bae, or just alone, whatever, you're just traveling. pregnancy. Someone is expecting or bringing in a new life, literally or figuratively. And then cycles, fate, karma, something ending, something beginning. And at the bottom of the deck, something you may not know is that it's someone else in the picture. Someone is in the middle. Someone is trying to sabotage this. Some type of third party interference here. Okay? So I'm just going to leave that there for you, Capricorn. Again, if this resonated or you would like to dig deeper into this reading, I'm hoping that most of it came out clear. Because I don't remember when I lost my mic. But if this has resonated for you, you would like to dig in deeper, I'm here for you at Libra Baby Doll, so don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you and have a good one.